December 3rd, so you know what that means. More chocolate. Today, it's this elf right here, this mischievous elf who's pouring blood from one bucket to the next. Let's see what we've got going. Ooh. Good video. There you go. Oh, flip. Can you believe it? It's another ball. Okay, it's starting to become a tradition here, but let's see what's under door number 4. This creepy elf here with her premium credit card. Okay, so let me struggle here to open up door number 4. I bet you it's... Oh! It's not a ball this time. Yum. Don't mind the paused episode of Glee. I am going to open up the 5th window of my advent calendar. It is this elf right there who looks like she's just read my credit score. So, open that up and woof. It's a ball, Jan. It's a ball. I promise it's going to be more than just me eating chocolate this video, but let's go to the board. It's time for day number 6. It's going to be behind this elf who just came up to his family. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Let's see what's in here. And it's another ball that I can't get out. There it is. This is my life, eating food off the floor. Sometimes Canada is really stupid. I'm at a different mall today. I'm starting work here for a couple hours and then going down to where I normally work from. And this means absolutely nothing to you, but I don't know if I've ever mentioned this here ever in a video, but I noticed that walking the back hallways of a mall, as long as you walk with purpose, no one ever stops you. No one ever questions if you should be back here or not, but so just go roam the hallways of your local mall. So this is what it looks like when your smoothie's lid isn't put on correctly. I just fruited all over myself. Just making some soup. I wanted to do 2 very quick film reviews, if I could, with you, that I've seen this week. One was Moana, the new Disney animated movie, and I really, really like this. I find that Disney, sometimes, or at least sometimes it feels like they're embarrassed that they became really popular by doing princess movies. But it also seems to be that those are the movies that are always the best. There's going to be some people grumbling about that, or maybe some little bit of controversy. Yes, there's been other ones that have been not princess movies that have been good too. I'm not saying that. But the ones that stand the test of time are princess movies. And when they go back to them, they usually do a really good job. Moana's no different. Yes, there's the music from Lin-Manuel Miranda, which of course I'm a huge fan of. But The Rock is great. I think it's a really cool message. It's also a movie that, even though yes, there's this huge battle at the end, does not just evolve to like a big light in the sky that they didn't have to stop. It feels like there's a little bit more to it, a little bit more emotion paid to it. And then the very end of the film is kind of a bittersweet ending. It's not like, yes, everything is now great again. It's no, this is going to take some work to create the beauty that we want to have in this world. Anyways, I was quite taken with it. I'm a big fan. Probably going to be on my top 10 list of the year. Another one that surprisingly might squeak into my top 10 of the year is The Edge of 17. This is a movie that stars Haley Steinfeld, Woody Harrelson, and it's directed and written by a woman whose name is completely gonna blank on me right now. Carrie something, I believe. This is one of those movies that is kind of like Juno, kind of like Easy A, which is like there's this precocious woman or girl at the center of it who's dealing with some stuff and has to realize that she's better than she thinks she is. What's a little bit different here is that we're not really meant necessarily to sympathize with the main character. She does some awful things, says some terrible things, and is not acting in the right way for a lot of this movie. And yet we still are empathetic towards her, which I think is the brilliance that this movie does. We have a brilliant central performance, but then we have a mother that probably shouldn't be a mother anymore, and a brother who's trying to do the best that he can. And this central character, played by Haley Steinfeld, is just going through these motions and things that I feel very closely tied to, because she does some things that I also did in high school and out of high school. That and it was funny, it was heartfelt, it was hard sometimes. And Irwin Kim, the person that, spoiler alert, you might fall for at the end, is adorable. And I want an Irwin Kim in my life. And oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost went a day with forgetting about this, but it's chocolate time. So day 7, right on the face of this twerking purple elf here. So let's open going number 7. Try not to, oh, yeah. How surprising, another chocolate ball. Why am I so bad at this? So there's a link down in the description where you can go and take a survey that I've created based on this studio idea that I want to create here in Calgary. And I'd really appreciate it if you could take like 5 to 8 minutes and fill that out for me. You know, it doesn't matter that you're not here in Calgary. It's just gathering information to make it the best that it possibly can be. Anyways, more chocolate. There's this elf on a shelf, as it gets into focus, this elf on a shelf that I'm hoping is not hiding just a stupid ball. Look, 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 look. Oh, I think we got some white chocolate here today. Boom.
You know, just be reading the exact same stuff again now. My favorite pie? Pumpkin. My favorite dad joke? My favorite dad joke.
So I'm just sitting here watching the Project for Awesome live stream, which if you're unaware, if you're not like a big nerd fighter like I am, look it up. It's a whole big thing. It's been going on for many, many years. But the Project for Awesome is this kind of 48-hour, or is it 24-hour? It's a lot of time live stream that happens on YouTube each year, where there's a lot of money raised for charity, spearheaded by that man John Green and his brother Hank. So that's what I'm doing, watching charity videos, eating my chocolate that I got from my advent calendar. It was an actual good one this time, and of course I didn't film it, because why? All right, we'll continue this work next week.